Andrea Isom is with me now, and before Andrea joined us here at Crime Watch Daily, she was a reporter in Detroit. And Andrea, this next story, I mean, it really touched a nerve in that city.
It sure did, Matt. It is so very sad. A mother drops off her children before heading to class at Wayne State University. That was Tiane Brown's normal routine until the night she was murdered. Detroit, Michigan, a city known for its gritty, rugged, and tough streets. This is where Tiane Brown grew up with her mother, Cheryl, and her brother, Dante.
And I told her to reach for the sky, and wherever the stars fall, that's where you wind up. And she did exactly what I asked her to do.
At 33 years old, Tiane's commitment to education and a bright future was crystal clear. She already had a biological sciences degree, an MBA, another master's in biomedical engineering, and she was in her third year of law school at Wayne State University. Tiane was also a single mother of 3 girls, ages 14, 8, and 18 months. Life was hectic, but Tiane was driven. Late on a Monday afternoon, Tiane left her daughters at her mother's suburban home, just west of the city. This was Tiane's routine on the night she went to class. Her daughter Nina remembers being in such a rush, she didn't even say goodbye. That would tragically haunt her in a short time.
When I called, she'd always answer. And that night she didn't answer. I was calling her back to back to back to back. I was getting worried.
In the wee hours of Tuesday morning, a terrified Nina woke her grandmother in a panic.
It's almost 2 o'clock. My mom's not answering Facebook or anything. And that's when I got up and I got in my car and I went by her townhouse.
Tiane wasn't there. Cheryl drove to campus, scouring in the parking lots for Tiane's purple SUV with a vanity plate Tiane, then checked the campus library.
And I went from floor to floor. And that's when my heart really started sinking because she wasn't responding.
What did that feel like?
It feels like your heart is right at your chest, and then all the different thoughts in your head, because someone be torturing her.
After 2 hours of searching, Cheryl was frantic, her heart pounding. She immediately went to campus police.
I told them that I can't find my child. They were saying, well, maybe she's out partying. She took an exam, so they weren't taking it seriously. Or I said, my daughter doesn't even go to clubs.
By 4 o'clock Tuesday morning, Cheryl was desperate, begging, pleading for help from 4 different police departments. Students and professors at Tiane's school promptly mobilized a search. A Facebook alert went out. Missing posters were hung everywhere. Had anyone seen Tiane?
She was my first.
Toriana Sims and Tiane had married young and were raising 4 kids together. After their divorce, they became close friends again and had spoken hours before Tiane disappeared.
She told me she loved me and she'll see me later.
But that moment never came. As they joined the search, there was a sudden break in the case.
One of my friends called and said, it's on the news, they found her car.
Someone called and told us to come down to the police station. And they let in my grandmother and her husband, and I wasn't allowed to go upstairs. And I heard my grandmother scream, and that's when I knew.
What did you think when you heard her screams?
That I'm alone. I felt really alone. We came home. It was like that was it. I woke up with a mother and I went to bed without one.
It's like, this ain't true. It was like a dream. I was just like numb. I was just numb.
Wednesday morning, 2 homeless men led police to a horrifying discovery. Tiane's car, hidden behind some trees in a vacant lot. Tiane was slumped over. Her seatbelt was still fastened. She'd been shot once in the head. The 2 men were taken into custody.
It was like your worst nightmare. All of a sudden, everything within like 5 seconds, everything's gone.
And not for one day do you think that you're going to fall victim to the reasons why we are here to make this world a better place.
The students and faculty at Wayne State University were especially devastated. Everyone wanted answers.
Police are questioning the 2 people they have in custody. Sources tell 7 Action News that they were found with Tiane Brown's phone.
The two homeless men were ultimately ruled out as suspects.
Again, we don't know at this point why this occurred. Why did it happen?
Then police released this surveillance video of two other men who tried to use Tiane's credit card at a gas station. And when investigators started looking into Tiane's personal relationships, the focus took a chilling turn. Police honed in on Tiane's ex-husband, Tiane Sims.
It's always either the last husband or the new boyfriend.
And there were good reasons to suspect Tiane. Years before, Tiane had taken out 3 protective orders against him, which were later dropped, claiming he'd beaten her and even threatened to kill her.
Tiane Sims was admittedly interrogated by police. He agreed to take a lie detector test, which turned out inconclusive. But Detroit police tell Crime Watch Daily, Sims fully cooperated with investigators who believe he was innocent, and he was cleared as a suspect.
In my heart, the ex-husband, I knew he didn't do it, okay?
Do you think the person responsible for her murder is someone she once had a relationship with?
I'll just say that I believe it's someone that she's acquainted with, and we'll leave it at that. And that person knows, and we know.
Almost 2 years after Tiane's death, Police Chief James Craig says it is still an open case. Giving up is not an option. His team of cops continues to work vigorously.
What do you want to say to this person or persons from you personally?
We will find you. And frankly, I think we already have.
Until the case is solved, Nina follows in her mother's footsteps, joining the law club at her high school. She won't give up seeking justice for the cold-blooded murder of her mom.
What do you want to say to the person or people that you believe and deserve to be locked up behind bars?
You hurt her. Took away her children's mother, her mother's daughter, her brother's sister. You hurt so many other people. And for what? Why?
If you have any information on the murder of Tiane Brown, you can submit a tip anonymously to us at Crime Watch Daily or call or text our toll-free tip line, 1-844-800-CRIME.